Okay, so for this latest episode of Fangirl Encounters, I want to talk about that time I met Quentin Tarantino. Um, I met him, oh gosh, I don't recall. This is the year that Inglorious Basterds came out. So I can't recall what year that was off the top of my head. Um, he had like an art house he kind of premiere in downtown Chicago at the AMC River East 21. And I had somehow I had found out about it late. I saw an ad in the paper and they were selling tickets for it because he was going to do this Q&A and like they were going to screen the film and do this Q&A. They were doing this whole like art screening thing, and I couldn't believe it. Like I heard about it so late, like all the tickets were gone. I saw it in a red eye, and I was devastated. So I was talking to my coworker at the time, Lindsay, and I was telling her about it. I was like, I still want to go. This is me we're talking about, the girl who goes to many a thing with no ticket. And I said, I still want to go. Like he's still gonna be there. I could maybe still see him. And she was like, yeah, totally cool. I'll go with you. And we got there early, and they had this whole red carpet thing set up for the film. It was a film festival. I can't recall the name. They probably do it every year, um, or at least they used to. Anyway, we walked the red carpet and we asked around, and I was like, so what's this line for? And I was like, oh, this is line for people with tickets. And I was like, okay, that's not gonna work. And then there's this other line that was like a pit for fans. And I was like, well, maybe if I can, now that I'm here early, if I stand close enough, this might work. And then the same security guy pointed out, and over there's the like line for press or whatever. Okay. So I'm standing there, and finally he shows up, and cameras are flashing, and people are yelling, and he comes down. He shows up that he had a date, tall blonde woman. I remember. And he's smiling, he's waving, shaking people's hands, and I realized that even though I'm in like the front, like right up against the little, not a divider, but like one of those rope things. It wasn't like a huge big security thing. But I realized he's not going to make it all the way down this line to come see me, and I panic. I panic, and I'm like, oh, like I'm like about to be devastated because I don't want to just like see him. Like I want to shake his hand with something, and then I see the press line, which is like leading up to so this little escalator there that leads up to where the theaters are. And I and I told Lindsay, I was like, come on, we gotta go. I don't explain myself, but thank God, she's no fool. She just follows me, and I run to the edge of the press line, very end of it, next to this photographer. I don't know what's going on. And when he gets to me, I'm starstruck, I'm awestruck, I can't get words out, and I went to ask him for an autograph, and instead I'm just like, can I shake your hand? So I could get out. I couldn't think because I didn't think I would actually. Like I thought I would get it, but I didn't actually think I would get it. And then when it happened, it was like, oh God, this is really happening. And I'm just like so excited. And I stick my hand out, and he's like, oh sure, of course, honey, or something to that effect. And he shakes my hand, and I'm just like, and I swear to God, um, after that moment, I like skipped around the freaking lobby because I was so happy. Like I felt like I had touched magic, shaking his hand. And it turns out the photographer next to me worked for, was it the Sun Times or the Tribune? Maybe it was the Sun Times. And he took a photo of that moment. He took a photo of me shaking Tarantino's hand. I actually ended up in the paper. And it's this photo. I'm just like, oh, here's the photo here. Do some fancy editing. Here's the photo here. So I'm going to put it in. Okay. And as you can see, I mean, it's the side of my face, but whatever. Like, cause I know Lindsay took some pictures, but it wasn't, she didn't quite get it. So the photographer kind of got it, even though like half my face. I don't know if they cropped it like that for the paper. I never saw the original. I emailed that guy. He never responded, which really sucked. But anyway, that. So I not only meet Tarantino, I got my picture in the paper with him. that was the photo that they ended up going with. Not a photo of him by himself, but a photo of this excited fan, like pissing herself, shaking his hand. Um, it just goes to show you. And I probably have some other moments that I can't even think of, but sometimes just because there's not an easy end, doesn't mean that there still isn't another way. So keep reaching for those stars, guys. Nothing beats a fail but a try. And I tried, and I got to meet him. Another director slash writer I would love to work with in the future. I know he's spoken about wanting to film like a 007 movie or like a superhero movie. I'm all about it. I'd love to see it. I want to see more things from Tarantino. So thanks for joining me for this Fangirl Encounter. If you like the content, please check out www.houseoffangirl.com. Please hit this subscribe button right here for this channel. Drop a comment. Let me know what else you'd like to see or any questions you might have.